But up first this evening, a resale store is targeted by burglars yet again. This time the thieves got away with $300,000 worth of high-end furs.
$300,000, and this is the second time we've told you about this store in Northwest Houston being hit by burglars. But this time the store owner says you put a tracking device in the merchandise. Tracy Bragg has more on the story you'll only see here on KHOU 11.
Other jewelry, Suki.
We've been in business almost 20 years and never have had break-ins like this. And
if Michelle Puckett and her business, Designer Diva Resale, look familiar, it's because they are. Back in October, I covered a burglary at the store where thieves broke in, bending security bars, eventually getting away with more than 60 high-end vintage furs, totaling more than $700,000. Days later, Puckett completely updated her security system.
Think that something like this would ever happen again?
no, I honestly didn't.
Sadly, she was wrong. Early Wednesday morning, Puckett's new cameras captured this. Thieves breaking glass, bending security bars, and burglarizing her business yet again.
It saddens my heart.
The video shows the crooks trying to figure out how to shut off Puckett's new sirens, eventually giving up and making a beeline to what they were really after. Yep, you guessed it, high-end vintage fur coats.
Do you think it was the same people as last time?
I do. I really do.
Moments later, the getaway car pulls up. And the bold bandits get away just minutes before Puckett and HPD show up. Puckett says this time they got away with 37 coats, totaling more than $300,000.
I feel shocked.
But Puckett tells me she has a tracker on these furs. And minutes after the burglary, she checked the location, saw where they were headed, and notified an officer at the scene.
I just couldn't believe it. I go, I'm telling you where they are. And that's when he said, I get off in a couple of hours. I'm trying to dispatch someone out there.
Puckett says, sadly, that wasn't the end of her nightmarish Wednesday. When the tracking device notified the furs stopped in a residential area, she notified HPD.
And he said, it's the sheriff's department. So I had to call the sheriff's department, and they said, no, it's HPD. This was over 20 phone calls, back and forth.
And still, days later, she says the location of the furs hasn't moved, and she says neither agency has approached the vehicle or the address the tracker is indicating.
Shame on you. That's what I'm gonna say. Shame on you.
The frustration clearly in her voice and words there. Now, I've reached out to both HPD and the Harris County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office tells me that HPD is the lead agency in this investigation. As for HPD, they told me that today a detective is investigating the area where the tracking device says the furs are located and that they will continue to do so. Len, I'll send it back to you.
We will see what they come up with. Trayson, thank you.